Hey YouTube, what's going on? B-Rex here, and today I'm happy to say we are back in Halcyonic Folly. Now, as always, I do want to point out the fact that most of us are still new and figuring things out when it comes to the world of D&D. Last session, as it might be reset in the recap, we leveled up to 6. It wasn't said in the last video, but we did level up to level 6. This is the first time I've ever been level 6 in a D&D campaign. So this is complete new grounds for me. So me and probably the rest of the players here might be still learning about this and trying to figure it out. But I hope you guys understand that we're trying our best, and we're really excited to be able to bring this series out to you all. I want to shout out everyone who's been watching again. I think this has been the best my channel has ever gone when it comes to certain videos and podcasts, so I'm excited about this. But as always, let's jump right into the video.
Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of a recap. Going to be doing a little bit of a longer one this time because it's been a hot minute. So, where we had last left off, the group of you had fought the gnolls at oh wow, I'm drawing a blank on the name of that town. Farbrook. You'd fought the gnolls at Farbrook and went up into a tower where you came across the disrupted spirit of a halfling who had died in the clock tower.
That was not last session.
I'm aware that's not last session. I'm doing a longer recap because it's been longer since we played.
Alright.
If you pay attention. You all gave the spirit some food, and it was freed. It began to arise to some kind of afterlife before suddenly it burst into a purple smoke and then disappeared. The clock tower collapsed, and you all rushed to get out. After this, you all spread out across Farbrook looking for anything, seeing if there were more gnolls, if there was anything in particular interest to you. And Rurik, while going along the western side, noticed a glint of light on metal over a hill. A little unnerved by this, Rurik returned to the rest of the party and informed them of this. Earlier, they had found a note and a map referring to a refuge in the hills. You all decided to follow the path that the map led, leading through trees until you eventually found a half path. As you were traveling along, Rurik noticed the sounds of rustling and the glint of metal, and you were all surrounded by a small group of people. 2 humans in armor that looked like protectorate armor, though the symbol of the protectorate had been gouged out of it, as well as 3 halflings. They interrogated you, trying to figure out who you were, where you were from. They were led by a halfling woman whose name was never given, who gave odd vibes to Rurik specifically. Eventually, she led you up to an abandoned building. Inside was another halfling woman named Jorah, who was the leader of this refugee camp, which was revealed to be a small burgeoning town called Halcyonic. The town was under the protection of a seeming spell cast by a wizard named Frathan, who, when noticing Lisbeth, introduced himself, revealing himself to have been the former court wizard and advisor to her noble house, having known her parents and being the man who had taken her away from there before the protectorate came and raided their home and placed her in the care of the dwarf that raised her. They spoke for a little while before everybody eventually went to bed. In the night, they dreamt of everything that had happened to them, memories that they had had, but they woke in the middle of the night to the sounds of combat and the flashing lights of spells from the outside. They all emerged to find a group of 10 Protectorate soldiers attacking the town. They fought them off with the help of Freythan, Jorah, and the halfling woman. However, after they'd all fallen, Rurik noticed something different. Rurik noticed that the eyes of the men's bodies around him were purple. Sensing that something was wrong here, he began to try and urge the others to run, but before he could truly pull it off, they all heard a sound. The cracking of bone and unnatural twisting of tendons, and turned around to see V emerging from the stomach of the halfling woman that had stopped them outside of Halcyonic. She taunted them, deflected their attacks, and in the end took control of Freythan with a high-level Dominate Person spell. However, in the final moments of his own will, Freythan cast a specialized plane shift spell that Elizabeth's parents had taught him before they died. The group of them reappeared inside of a dark room cave type thing. Around the corner was a burning fire. This was the same place that Elizabeth had seen when she used Misty Step in the cave back in the Arenthal Woods. She stepped into the fire, and all of a sudden it imbued her, and from her hands came the voices of her parents, Grenner and Eleva Dragnair. They spoke, telling of the ritual that they had cast to imbue Elizabeth with their magic as a child, to protect her growing into her life, and their own noticing of the growing threat of V and whatever power she serves. They spoke for a while. Rurik and Elizabeth had a bit of an argument and then got shit-faced drunk before passing out. And when they awoke, Grenner and Eleva cast another spell, teleporting them all into the Manor of House Dragnair. They explored around, fought a handful of goblins and hobgoblins, and largely didn't find much of anything. However, Sinclair, while exploring, came across a hatch, which he went down and found a spectator, a creature created through magical summonings, whether intentional or just an after effect of particularly powerful magic, over a magic circle, in the center of which was an amulet that Sinclair himself had sold to House Dragnair many years earlier. The group of them fought and eventually killed the spectator and collected the amulet before taking a moment to collect themselves and rest, and that was where we had last left off. And so, we're going to start again. Now, you had said that the group of you had decided to rest inside of this sort of underground cellar, somewhere hidden away from the rest of the house and cozy enough. Light is still streaming in through some of the cracks of the building, leaving dappled light across the room, though it's getting dimmer. The day is growing closer to an end, and you all can't help but remember what's ahead of you. Grenner had said something along the lines of taking you here would bring you closer. With that in mind, before we do RP initiative, Sinclair, I would like for you to roll me a history check.
Ooh, you in trouble?
Shut up. I am not in trouble. Rurik is the one in trouble. Got 14 plus 1.
14 plus 1?
Yes.
So we did establish that you had been here before. You came here when you were still working as a traveling merchant, and you remember that House Dragonair, their manor, was only about a day's walk from where the castle that the Protectorate had taken over and built into their capital is only about a day's walk away. You are significantly closer to the castle than you were when you were still in Halcyonic.
Alright.
So, with that information, before we do anything else, I would like everybody to roll their RP initiatives.
First roll of a while. Let's see which dice do
Nine.
I use.
Oh,
Nope.
I got a
That's not
19!
9. That's a 5.
Me and Leon rolled a 19. I say let Leon go first. I'll go second. So it'll be Leon, me, Nova, Sinclair, Rurik, Elizabeth. Oh, I've lost all my notepads. Interesting.
No, I say let Rurik go first.
Sam, you decide.
Well, Chris said to let Sinclair go first, so...
Ha
I know. I know.
Sinclair, Rurik, Elizabeth. Alright, I got that wrote down.
So, Sinclair, as I said, you remembered that the castle is pretty close by, and generally speaking, I'll say that you would probably think it's a good idea to leave for the castle soon, as you know the light outside is dying down. So if you were to leave soon enough, you could probably reach the castle around like when it was dark. It's still about a day's away, but taking that into account.
Okay. Is there like any forestry, or is it just like plain rock to the castle, or are we still inside the manor where I cannot see that?
So you're still in the manor, but you have you have a decent enough memory of the area to know that. So the castle, where it's situated, it has a ring of mountains behind it, pretty much blocking. It was built there originally to protect from attackers to the north, if anybody ever tried to come down and attack them. And where the manor is situated it's in the valley between the mountain and like where the walls of the Protectorate city is now. So it's kind of like, it's mostly grassy plains with, sparse trees around. There are a lot of trees around the manor, but those were planted.
Okay. I would turn to Rurik and Nova and
Elizabeth.
say, I mean, Elizabeth. Damn, I really fucked that up. Damn.
It sounded like you said
Anyway.
Elizabeth there for a second.
I royally fucked that up. So bad.
Nova, I mean Belizabub, I mean god damn it. Kratos!
I beseech
Shields up,
thee.
go!
Pikachu, I
Okay.
choose you!
Alright, hold on. Let me give me a minute to compose. Oh, lordy.
Belizabub.
Alright, for that, I'm gonna pass it over to you for doing that bullshit.
Okay. Well, you
I was
look
trying
at
to
us.
compose
and
myself.
you look at us and you stare. Just. All right, you can walk through this giggling. Come on.
I know I'm trying to, but funny thoughts keep popping into my mind, and I don't know why. Or it's just Or it's just the thought of me just rolling
You got broken humor, so I'm not surprised.
Don't we all? Anyway, I will turn to. Fuck me, dude. All right, hold on.
Wait, what happened? Is he composing himself? Is why he muted, or did he just?
I think so.
Our first session back, and we're doing great. Abby, can you hand me the heartburn medication? I need that shit right now.
I would turn to Ruick and Elizabeth, and I would say, I think we should get a move on. I remember this area back in the time I was a merchant, and there are mountains around this area, but a few grassy plains. We can traverse through there, but ultimately we should avoid the north because that protector castle would be able to see us.
What are you laughing about? I was just about to start speaking.
I'm sorry.
I cleared my throat and then you just laughed.
Do you remember the castle is your goal?
Yeah.
He knows. He's just talking about not heading it straight on, trying to go around a little bit, so it's a lot easier to not be seen right off rip.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And also, for context, why I was laughing, because when you were about to speak, all I heard was and just cut off.
Well, I was clearing my throat. It was like, so that's probably what you heard.
All right. Anyway.
Me. All right.
I'd like to at least finish searching this place to learn more.
You know, I agree with Elizabeth. I am looking for a particular item right now.
Sinclair nods and says, I understand. We can continue our search here, and if anything, we could traverse there for the night, but honestly, I don't know what would be the better option.
You know, they say it's better to be over-prepared than not prepared enough.
I can agree with that.
That is true. Where do we want to start looking for, or should we find our own rooms? Not the hatch, or just stay in like near rooms where if we need one another, we could just call out.
I am going to be looking for any diamonds, so I don't know particularly where to find one in a manor like this, but I don't mind just searching around with one another till we find what we're looking for.
We can definitely stay together. It'll make it slower, but much safer.
I agree.
Actually, Rurik and Sinclair, roll me basic intelligence checks.
If I nat one this shit, I'm gonna be
Oh,
kind of...
fuck me! I got a 4 with a plus 1, so a 5. I'm dumb. Oh shit! I need to clean my new glasses.
Does 3 work?
Pretty much what I was gonna do is if either of you rolled high enough, I was gonna say that you would like have enough general idea of how things like this are built, so you'd have a decent idea of where to start looking, and I would just give you advantage on your investigation checks. So instead, you're just gonna roll flat investigation.
Okay.
So here's what I'm gonna ask.
Motherfucker rolled again.
I did. I did.
Um, I know what Rurik wants to find. Sinclair, is there anything in particular you want to look for while you're here?
Ooh. I would say any like artifacts from like the past that were just like hidden here from like scavengers or something, or just like thieves or bandits.
Are you wanting to look for something that just seems like valuable monetarily, or like something that you feel you could use in the future, like in combat or something like that?
Yeah, combat, war, warfare, or just like some kind of like artifact.
All of the
Whichever
above.
is decided. Whichever is decided by the DM.
Elizabeth, I know you. Hmm? Um,
What were
I
you
know
gonna
you
say?
have interest. I know you have interest in like your parents' magical works. Do you want to actively look for something? Because I know you have the amulet
Magical
that Sinclair
works,
sold.
magical items, and I think I might even ritual cast sense magic.
You mean detect magic?
That's it.
Okay.
You sense it, but you don't detect where it's from.
Okay.
The force is strong with this one.
Read to me detect magic.
Detect magic. For the duration, which is concentration up to 10 minutes, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the aura that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can permeate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. And you said you're gonna ritual cast it, so you don't use a spell slot.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Here's what I'll say is what happens when you do that. So you spend the 10 minutes ritual casting it. Immediately you do get a faint ping of magic coming from the circle engraved on the floor. It, it's a weird mixture of schools of magic. It's a mixture of abjuration, evocation, and transmutation. But it's very faint. It's really only there because there was a powerful spell cast there, 12 years earlier.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you don't sense anything in the immediate area. So here's what we're going to do now. Going in RP initiative, I'm going to need each of you to roll investigation checks. I'm just going to say that you're kind of like absently walking through the manor, just kind of looking around, so we don't have to sit here and explain every single fucking room that you go to for the next 30 minutes. And Nova, because you have Detect Magic up, I will let you roll with advantage.
Alright.
All right, Leon first. Let's hear it.
Got a natural 1+1.
Well, natural one's just a one, my friend. My turn.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
on.
waiting.
So, Sinclair, while y'all are wandering around, you do come across a room that seems like it was once a sort of art gallery. And like as you walk in, you feel this like sense of, yes, something that I know. Fuck! Because as you walk in, you notice that every single painting that was along the walls had been cut to ribbons by the goblins that had stayed here just because they found it was funny.
This holds.
All right. Give me just one moment. Dun, right. All right, Rurik. It is your turn. Roll your investigation, my friend.
Well, I rolled it when you had told. Whenever you're like, wait. I rolled a 15 and I have a +1 to investigation. By the way, I sent you a message in the Rurik channel.
Yeah. All right. So what I'll say is, while y'all are in that same art gallery that had all the destroyed paintings, Rurik, while y'all are walking through this room, it's kind of long, because it's built like a hall. As you're walking, you get towards the back of the far end of the room, and out of the corner of your eye, you notice something. There is a brick on the wall that seems a little out of place. The mortar around it doesn't seem to seal properly around it like the rest of the bricks around it, almost as though you could potentially move it.
Well, it's not a Van Gogh, but I reach over and I pull it.
Not a Van Gogh, but you pull out this brick, and inside you find a small pile of valuables. There's a couple piles of gold. There's a ruby necklace that Nova doesn't trigger any magical anything from you. And you also find a pair of diamonds.
A pair of diamonds.
Correct.
2.
Yes.
Dos.
Yes.
All right. You'll hear Rurik, what? And he'll quickly grab everything and like shove it in his bags very quickly. And he'll chuckle to himself. Yeah, pretty much. He's like, what? And just start shoving them in his bag. But as he gets to the diamonds, he grabs the first one and he just stares at it for a while. And I imagine these diamonds are like the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic. They just like fit in my hand like this because I'm a dwarf. And I'm just staring at it. And I put it in my bag and I put the other one in my bag. And I just chuckle to myself and I walk away.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
All right. Now, Lisbeth, you roll your investigation with advantage because of detect magic.
I got a 17.
What was your other roll?
A 2.
Oh. Yeah, let's go with that 17.
So thank God for the advantage.
Yeah.
So you wander through, and eventually come across a sort of armory built mostly with for like the honor guard of the house. And as you're wandering around, you get a ping of abjuration magic coming from a pair of gloves. Roll me an Arcana check on the gloves.
Arcana?
Yep.
That is a dirty 22.
God damn. These gloves are bracers of defense. They give you a +1 AC bonus. What does that look for?
Yay.
Which of the other 3 would this be really good for?
Huh?
It would also be good for you.
Your AC is ass.
Your AC's, yeah, dog shit.
They're bracers. They're armor, yes?
Well, they're gloves. Their actual name in the book is the Bracers of Defense, but they are gloves.
So...
Don't worry about proficiencies. You can
No,
wear them.
I'm worrying about mage armor.
I think you could still
Well, they
use
don't count as
mage armor. Yeah, you could still use mage armor with those gloves.
Then I'll put them on.
What's your AC now? I'm curious. And add mage armor to it. What would your AC be with mage armor and that?
With mage armor? Right now, with or without the gloves?
With the gloves too. I'm curious.
Okay, a 15.
That's funny. I can make your AC a 17 as long as I hold concentration on you. I could have done it this entire
Show of
game, but I've never been able to cast it because I have to be on the offense.
All right. So that is pretty much all that y'all can find of any real interest in the manor. By now, I'd say it's probably been dark for about an hour and a half.
Wait, they require attunement. Do I have to attune that?
They do not require attunement. They are based off of the bracers of defense.
Okay, but they're not the bracers of defense.
But they are not the bracers of defense.
Got it.
Okay. So, yeah. Is there anything else y'all want to do in this manor before you head out?
No, not really.
I can't think. Sinclair cannot think of anything.
I found amazing items. I found 2 diamonds. That's like the best thing for me.
Okay, fuck. I'm gonna steal them off of you.
No, the fuck you're not. I cast Revivify, bitch. Huh, I can't. You stole my diamonds. You son of a bitch.
Nova, is there anything Elizabeth might want to do before leaving to head for the Citadel?
Have we found like a master bedroom?
I mean, yeah.
I think I'm just definitely gonna give that a look around.
Elizabeth flops in the bed and sleeps for the next 6 hours.
Which would be impressive because she's an elf.
Yeah. She's not even a meditation, just actual sleep. I bet it was that comfy.
Yeah, the master bedroom actually, to Rurik and Sinclair. Well, not Rurik because his wife was a high elf, so it wouldn't be all that weird to him. But to Sinclair, it might be a bit odd, because this is obviously a master bedroom. But because of the fact that elves don't actually sleep, they go into a meditative trance for 4 hours. Where there would be a bed is actually a pair of like really plush-looking chairs. Like think high royalty version of a fucking love seat that you can kick the bottom out. But they're positioned right next to each other. Evidently, one was for Grenner, one was for Aleva. There's a small number of bookshelves around the room, with varying books in various states of decay. Is there any particular reason Elizabeth would want to look around in here?
I think just looking to try and understand her parents a bit more. Like looking in the side drawers or just
Roll me an
around.
insight check.
Insight. Insight.
What is Chris giggling about?
That's an 18.
I killed Chris. Okay.
So, for some reason in my head, I was like, imagine if Elizabeth, like, gets a vision of what happened in this room in the past, and all you hear is her father, sit on my face.
Sit on my face.
Yep, he's definitely Team Goblins. That's my type of guy.
Anyway, so Nova, you said you got an 18?
Yes.
As you look around, it seems like your parents were dedicated to understanding the world around them. The books around the walls, the ones that are still legible enough to at least read the spines, seem to be various tomes on the laws of nature. Even like a very basic rudimentary understanding of the laws of physics. It seems like your parents weren't just wizards, but scientists almost, trying to understand the world in each of its facets, magical and natural.
Should I grab some of just some of the books, a lot of the beginner stuff, like some magic stuff?
Roll me a flat luck check to see if there's any that are still intact enough to even be worth trying to grab.
That is a 13.
Okay, you find a few books. You find one on botany, like growing plants and whatnot. You find, and you find one that is actually a mixture of understanding the magical and natural parts of the world. That seems to be a study on how spells affects like laws of physics, like how spells like Mage Hand work, how spells like telekinesis work, things like that, and how it, spells like that obviously defy physics, and an attempt to understand how and why.
Yeah, I'm grabbing those.
All right. One last check around. Is there anything y'all would like to do here before heading out? That's a no from Chris.
Nope. Got nothing.
All right. And then you all emerge from the front door of the... What are you doing over there?
Are y'all laughing at
Someone
me?
Yeah,
We see.
Because
I'm
all we heard
playing-
you do was wheeze.
That wasn't me that wheezed. My mic was muted. I was playing with Millie so she'd stay calm. She's
wheezed.
staring at me from the other
Like,
room. So I was
was
waving at her
almost
and clapping at her. And
gyrating.
don't worry about it. I was just playing with Millie.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna grab my last Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Fooper. So Chris, when are we gonna hop on back on our Minecraft world again?
I don't know. Whenever the fuck we get to it, I was thinking about the same goddamn thing, considering the fact we didn't really get to actually beat the game yet, you motherfucker. It was your fault we stopped. No.
You son of a bitch.
back.
If you better take that back right now. All right. Anyway.
No.
All right. You all emerge from the doors of House Dragnair. Around the house is quiet. There's various trees dotted around the manor grounds of a handful of different varieties. You see some that you might recognize from the Arenthal Woods, some from that are so different to what's in the immediate area that it must have come from some other part of the continent. Past the manor grounds are rolling hills, waves of green grass flowing across the landscape before you. To the north and east, or no, north and west, the jagged spikes of mountains rise up into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. This sight would be beautiful if it weren't for one thing marring the horizon. In the distance is the walls of the Protectorate's city. Rising above it is the pinkish-purple sphere of magic and the swirling purple mass of smoke beneath it. And rising high above it, almost as high as the mountains that back it, is the castle. From here, with this angle on the castle, you can see where the spells are coming from. Lines of twisting pink arcane energy emerging from the front of the castle, spreading out into the half sphere of magic containing everything within the city's walls. You know where you have to go. You know what you have to do. And it's time to get started. So, with that being said, this is about a day's walk. It's dark right now. In fact, most of the light that you can see is coming from the moon above and the glowing arcane energy coming from the city and the castle. So what we're going to do is we're going to do survival checks while we're going along, pretty much to stay hidden. Generally speaking, this would be a stealth check, but because it is such a long distance, and it's not like you're just trying to sneak up on a guard that's a couple of feet away from you, you're trying to use the terrain around you to travel. I'm going to do stealth checks, or survival checks instead. I would say one of y'all should do it, but I have a feeling that Thera probably has the highest survival skill out of all of you.
For those of you in the background or not able to see, I just changed the back. We're sharing our faces to one another so we can see each other's reactions. Except for Leon, because he does D&D through his PlayStation. I didn't realize you could change the background to your video, and now my background is just Gimli screaming yes. So
I rolled a 14 on survival.
Lisbeth has a +7 and advantage. So
good job, Lisbeth.
Damn.
Good job,
or
Lisbeth.
not Lisbeth, Thera.
Man, I am amazing.
Lisbeth, you are officially the best player here.
Fuck you.
Thank God, Lisbeth.
First roll.
Thank God, Lisbeth is playing as Nova. Man, Nova has been such a fun character. Nova has been
First
such a
roll is a
fun.
23.
Let's see.
Second roll is a dirty 20.
Where is? Oh, what the fuck? I got a +4 to survival? I'm not even proficient in survival.
Alright. So, yeah, I think we'll use Thera's roll. Because, like I said, she got a 23.
God, I just rolled a 7, so I bettered that. Oh, wait, this isn't D100's rolls. Oh, no.
Yeah, this isn't Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, no.
I got 14 on mine, so that's ain't gonna do shit.
Should I
But-
even roll mine?
If you want to.
I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna make this worse for us.
But you all travel along through the night, following twisting paths through the hills, trying to stay as much in the valleys as possible. Slowly, the Protectorate's walls grow closer, and the castle grows nearer. As you get closer, you can finally properly appreciate just how massive this castle is. It stands almost 400 feet tall. And if you had to wager a guess, probably almost 3 miles across.
Wow.
OMJ.
This castle, when it was first built by the kingdom whose name has long been forgotten by now. Actually, no. Sinclair, roll me a history check, because you've been in this area quite a bit.
Oh man, someone in that castle is contemplating for them having a tiny penis.
What did you roll?
That is karma for what I just fucking said. I got
think-
a natural one for saying that.
I think
Here's what I'll do. You can have advantage.
I think Leon needs to change his dice yet again.
No, no, don't do advantage, please, because this is so funny. That is hilarious. Karma for what I said.
Did you roll? No, okay.
I got a 4. Plus a 1, that's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. But so, yeah, you continue traveling through the night and into the day. And it's odd. This castle is massive. It's the head of the largest conglomerate that's ever existed in this planet's history. And yet, the closer you get, the more you can't help but really think that it's empty. There's no movement around the edges.
Everybody's pretty much dead.
Where there are guard towers built along the parapets, there's no movement, no sign of archers or anything like that. This castle, even from this distance, feels dead. Eventually, that night, you finally reach the base of the castle. The castle is built on the top of what once was a mountain. The kingdom that had built it initially had actually pretty much carved this castle out of the mountain. As like in the same way you would carve a statue. You start with a massive brick and you break it down until it takes the shape you want. And that's how this castle was built. So the castle grounds themselves start about half a mile up the side of what once was this mountain. Scattered across the base of this mountain are roads that would lead up to the gates of the castle walls and would allow entry. But they are just as empty as the castle itself. By now, it has once again gotten dark. You've been traveling for the better part of an entire day now. And the closer you get, the more weight you all feel on your shoulders, knowing what is going to happen when you finally get into the castle walls. However, as you all sort of meander around the base of the castle, contemplating what you had to do next, Rurik, you notice movement in the distance, about a mile away. It's mostly just a faint dot, or several faint dots. It looks like a small group of people.
Rurik will stop and deadlock, like, not like stop in his tracks, but like deadlock his eyes onto it, like, what is that? And then he'll kind of trying to get the other two to, or the other three, because, you know, to try to keep them like, hey, alert. And he'll investigate a little bit, but trying to stay at distance, but try to see if he can figure out what's going on ahead.
Okay. What would Sinclair and Elizabeth like to do upon having this kind of pointed out to them?
I would crouch down and look at where Rurik is looking at.
Like I told him, it's a small collection of moving dots about a mile away.
By the way, Rurik hasn't stopped. He's still actively but very carefully approaching so he can get a better view. I do want to clarify that way there's no confusion across the party. It was just Rurik saying, you guys gotta be quiet, you guys gotta be careful, look over there.
Well, I'm following Rurik's lead, gonna be quiet, but just following him.
Alright. Roll me perception check, I guess.
That's for everybody or a certain person?
If everybody's looking, then yeah, then everybody.
All right, the reason why I asked because I rolled an 18 and I got a +4 to perception, which is why I ask. Because if it's just me, then we're good. If everybody's looking, well, that's my roll.
I got a natural 20.
All right. What is Sinclair get?
I got a
The first good
14
roll.
plus 3.
Oh my god, we actually all rolled good for once. This session might not be total ass.
You all kind of spend a moment looking as you slowly approach the group, and one of the first things that sticks out is a staff. You notice that one of the people, the person at the very front, is holding a tall quarterstaff made out of gnarled wood.
I recognize that.
Yes, you do. It is the same staff that Yanaris, the elf that serves Arathis, carried. This is the other group that you had split apart with back on the other side of the Protectorate's walls.
Rurik will begin to just straighten up his posture, no longer trying to be quiet, no longer trying to be stealthy, and just straight up walk over.
Alright. It does take a few minutes because they're still a ways off, but this castle is massive and you'll find somewhere to get in regardless of where you are. And pretty soon afterward, soon after you recognize the group, Ionaris, finally seems to notice you. When the group gets up to you, Ionaris gives a sort of like visibly tired look, but chuckles to himself a little. It's rather good to see you all again. Be entirely honest, I was worried something might have happened to you while you were on the other side of the walls. Only, well, you know what I mean.
It was a pain to get here, as you may notice, and I gesture to the fact that we're down 2 people.
Oh yeah, forgot about them.
Yep.
Um,
I know, I'm a note
Shut
taker.
up.
I remember. I remember.
Ionaris nods and he goes, we ran into some troubles of our own. But he kind of looks up at the castle with not exactly relief, but he seems happy to have finally reached the goal. And he goes, it's been worth it, I think. Or I hope it'll be worth it.
I agree with you. Let's get this over with.
He nods and he goes, this castle, it should have a variety of ways inside. And, well, because of where we can see the magic coming from that is creating this force wall or whatever it is, we have a general idea of where we need to go. So we're not just wandering around this castle blindly. He reaches into a bag that he has on his side, and he pulls out this scroll. And he goes, I've been working on this for years now, honestly. It's been a hard process and frankly took a lot of guesswork on my end, but this is a scroll that, if I did it right, should allow me to create a teleportation circle that would allow us to get a number of our group inside of the castle without having to try and find some hole in the wall or something like that. I believe if I did this right, I should be able to get 5, maybe 6 people inside of the castle with little to no issue.
Well, you better know I'm going to be the first that you send in there.
Well, we would all be going in at the same time. It's not a
Oh
one by
yeah,
one
I
thing,
forgot.
it's
Well, they lost people too, didn't they? You said that they had troubles.
Yes.
It didn't click that they lost people too. For some reason, I was thinking like there's still like 6 of them.
there's only 3 of them now.
Okay, so wow, they
There's-
lost a lot more than we did.
Yeah.
Wow,
There is-
was the fucking Knowles.
There's a Ionaris, there is a human ranger, and there is actually a halfling who is wielding a pair of short swords.
By chance. By chance, how blasted is the city?
The halfling looks at you and goes, "It's not blasted enough."
Hi. Okay. I don't remember. Didn't the dwarf that I ended up meeting did he go to the druid?
He went. Yes, he went to the
Okay.
grove with Branch Ferna.
Thank God. If he would have died, I don't know what I would have done to these fuckers.
Yeah, he is, as far as you are aware, still alive.
I hate that term. Fuck you. As far as you guys, we must abandon mission. My God is telling me we must return to the druid grove.
You just watch Ruick just feel like Lockwood just run all the way
Yeah,
to the
just
ground.
just returns dead sprint.
You've never seen him run this fast. He's going like 90 miles an hour.
Yelling,
Instant he went from having a 25-foot walk speed to a 600-foot walk speed.
Yeah, for real, dude. Where the fuck did he go?
He's suddenly multi-classed into a level 20 monk.
I multi-classed into Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you very much. All right, take back my previous statement about the whole "you better bet that I'm coming with you first," because that's kind of pointless now.
Yeah, but he nods and he goes, the forces at play are concerning me. We've seen influence from whatever this purple smoke and its people. We've seen its influence everywhere. We haven't run into this drow woman that you described, but we have seen this smiling men that you've described to us before.
We ran into the drow. She took shape of somebody who she was not. Our gods must stay up. Not even you, not even me, can be trusted.
He sort of blanches at that and goes, was it like a sort of disguise self spell, or?
To be honest with you, I never seen a drow disguise self and then rip herself out of the rib cage of what she was disguised as. So I'm not too sure.
He sort of like looks appalled and he goes, I've heard of demons with abilities like that, but that's, from how you've described her, she doesn't sound like a demon. You good, Chris?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just. You keep going. I'm just looking at things.
Well, he was waiting for your easy. That was the end of his sentence.
Oh. Well, I know that one of the places where the smoke was coming from involved a statue of a demon. As I said before, the counterpart of my god. It might be possible that she isn't a demon or has any powers affiliated with demons. But the he that she speaks of might be.
He nods, goes, I think that once this is done and over with, we need to figure out what he is. Because whatever... I get the feeling that this smoke is only the start of what it's capable of.
That I think we can all agree on.
Very much so.
Is there anything that we'll feel like we should do before I get this teleportation circle set up?
How long will it take?
Probably about 20 minutes.
Then I guess a small sit down and trying to figure out exactly what we want to do when we get teleported might be something that we do while you set it up. So pretty much while he sets it up, us as a group, like us players, kind of formulate exactly how we want to go about this. Okay, well, fine. I guess no responses.
You didn't even give us time to like think and respond.
In response, I tap blue, I tap another blue, and I play counterspell.
You fucking jackass.
In response, the game.
Definitely. We need to be careful. And is this going right into the city or right into the palace?
At the castle.
This is going. You remember how Sam mentioned there was like hundreds of magi that were casting duplicates of the same spell, causing the force field? And our goal was to disrupt said force field to see if we can try to help save anybody else, because they were just fucking everybody. That is what we're about to do. Yikes. So, like, first thought of mine, player Chris, you know, I'm gonna say all my thoughts as a player, and then like we can all discuss. First thought I have is, what happens when we break that wall? That smoke, that smog will start rolling in. What will it do to us? Second thing, if we get in here, if it's a trap, how do we respawn? Rurik would always be trying to be prepared for a trap, especially after the last few sessions. And the third biggest thing that I can think of for Rurik would be, how do we approach this? Do we go in guns blazing? Do we go in and try to be stealthy till we have a moment to strike? How do we want to approach all of these three ideas?
We should probably get defenses ready beforehand, like any defensive spells and stuff.
Player question to DM. Concentration spells will be disrupted if we teleport, question mark?
No.
Okay. Not that I have anything to cast other than Shield of Faith, and I'm probably not going to cast that until it's needed. But, alright, so yeah, so if you have any, concentration spells that give you, AC buff or HP buff, might as well.
You could do your Shield of Faith on her.
I could, but then I use a spell slot, and then it's a concentration, so if we go in and then I have to attack, I lose concentration. Because attacking is a way to lose concentration, correct? I can't have concentration and attack at the same time, correct?
Let me figure that out.
Because that's the only reason why I haven't been using it, is because the moment I would cast it, I would start getting attacked, and I would need to figure out a way to deal with that. Unless I cast it on myself. And then they just miss.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor myself.
No. If you have concentration, you can still attack and act normally. It's just if you cast another spell that has concentration, the first one will end. If you take damage, you have to make a concentration check, which is your con save plus half of the damage you took, or 10 if it would be less than that. If you get incapacitated or downed, and then I can decide something. So, you could cast it and still attack and everything.
Alright, so that's probably what I'll do then. I'll probably, whenever it's time, I'll cast Shield of Faith on Nova. Or Elizabeth, mainly because Elizabeth's AC is a lot lower than the both of ours. Ironically enough, this will make Elizabeth's AC higher than Rurik's. Because Rurik's AC is currently sitting at a 16, so...
Yeah, because you don't have your shield equipped.
Yeah, because if I equip my shield, I can't equip my Warhammer, because it's one of the grabby shields and not the arm shields. I need to get an arm shield so I can have the shield and the hammer. That'd be neat. It would suck for my face because it'd be like this, but... There's a couple shield bonks to the face. What are you thinking, Leon? You gotta have some input. Come on, man.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thunking.
Lunkin Dunkin.
The wonka wonka.
I thunk
Wonka
on the
wonka.
donkus.
Wonka wonka wonka. That's the answer. Go
Wonka
in like
wonka wonka.
Pac-Man. I just pinched myself. That fucking hurt.
I think a good option would be like, if we get teleported in, if no one's around, we could try to sneak around and see what's around to get a better a general idea of where things are. Because it's not a good idea to rush in and realize that we're somewhere else and we just get caught in the middle of a fight that we didn't want to counter per se.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be my input, because not gonna lie, we do kind of have a tendency of doing that.
So what I'll say is, while he starts making the teleportation circle, Rourke will kind of stand up, walk over, and gather everybody else around. That being of 3, 4, 5. That's 7 people total. So he'll gather in, that's including himself, obviously, but he'll gather everybody around, and he'll begin to talk. Alright, lads. This is suicide. Easily put. If we're not very careful, we will die. So I say this. We go in, and if there's a chance that we can just lay low long enough to gain the element of surprise, which we should probably have either way, we should try to stealth around a little bit and figure things out. If not, then we rush in and be the first to strike. But be wary. Our goal is to disrupt as many magi as possible. Not to kill them outright, but to at least stop their concentration. When that happens, there's no telling what will come with the smoke. It could flood in for all we know, and we could be affected by it. So be wary. Watch the smoke with every move, and to your best ability, let it take everybody else except for you. Avoid it as much as you can. And I say, once we're through with all of this, if we can by chance find Circana, This is the best chance we have of surviving the suicide mission. Who's with me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The most.
Yeah! Everybody's like doing the Sims jump up, like woohoo, woohoo! And Leon's like, woo. Woo.
Woo, bitch!
That's more like it, yeah.
But in all seriousness, Sinclair would just raise his fist, laughing, but also keeping quiet as to not give away position.
While everyone's doing what they're doing, Rourke will turn around, facing away from the crowd, and grab his medallion on his chest and mumble to himself, I hope I'm doing the right thing. And he'll begin to wander off and wait for the circle to be complete.
Chris, roll me a religion check.
Whoa!
With advantage.
With advantage. I wasn't expecting that. Well, first one was a nat 20. What the fuck?
That was a nat. You got a nat 20 on your first one?
On the first one, and the second one I rolled was a 19.
Okay. As you grab your your amulet, and you kind of ask if you're doing the right thing, you suddenly feel imbued with divine magic. You feel as though Merkin is looking down upon you and approving. And you, Yunaris, Lisbeth, Sinclair, and Thera are all imbued with the Bless spell. Bless says that whenever you roll a attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you can choose to roll an additional d4. Now, normally it only has it has a duration of 1 minute, but because this is being cast on you by a literal god, it will last for longer.
Dude.
So pretty much from this point on, whenever you roll an attack roll or a saving throw, add a d4.
And that's for the rest of this like session, or is that like once? You can do it
until
once.
I say otherwise.
What the fuck?
For attack
What?
rolls and
Dude, no,
And
because
saving throws.
what are the odds of me rolling nat 20 first off, then a 19 second off, and it's not even a dirty 19? That's a +4 to that motherfucker. So I rolled a 24, then a 23. What are the fucking odds? Nova, you're the odd manager. What are the odds?
what were they?
I rolled a 20, then
20,
afterwards I rolled a 19.
That would be a. I'm just making sure I'm right. That'd be a 401.
What? Dude, I went from having shit rolled to somehow pulling that shit out when I needed it the most. That shit was like Avatar. Except for instead of vanishing, that bitch showed up.
Alright. With that said and done, who's ready to go into the castle?
Me! I'll get to kill a bunch of Protectorate.
Physically ready?
Are
Sinclair
you
wants
emotionally or mentally ready?
As ready as I can be.
We go in and everyone's already dead and V's just standing there laughing fucking maniacally.
Sinclair wants to walk up to the Protectorate and use his purple arm and rip out the Protectorate's like fucking hard and shove it down its throat.
Sinclair uses gay touch. Opponent. Eldritch gay blast.
I was gonna say that. You son of a
I know what you were going to say. That's why I said it first, because you were struggling, and I just knew that shit was funny.
Eldritch gay blast. I rolled an outro 20. It's super effective.
The
The
super
Protectorate's now
effective person
gay.
you blast is now gay.
But in all
Jesus,
seriousness,
man.
Sinclair's ready.
All right. You all watch as Yanaris finalizes the last steps of the teleportation circle. It is massive, almost 10.5 feet across, and just about large enough for you all to fit inside of. He gives you all a solemn nod as it settles in each of your hearts that this is the moment. Yanaris speaks out in a language that doesn't really sound like a language. It's the words of magic, not really capable of being translated into proper common, as the lines of the circle light up blindingly bright blue, and all of a sudden you are inside of the castle. You're all standing in a decently sized room, not quite where the magi are, but you can all just barely hear the sounds of arcane chanting coming from about 3 rooms over. You all look around at... God's below. What are you giggling at?
Oh, they sent something in general. Let me look. What the fuck? What the fuck? For those of you who are wondering, Nova decided to play tic-tac-toe with my face.
Julie, I'll help you wash that. Look, you can't tell that Chris is a mess.
You want food?
Yeah, that was wow. I'm glad that my forehead became tic-tac-toe. It's because I'm bald, isn't it? It's 'cause I'm bald.
Yeah, that's why.
Not.
But the room you all stand in now is oddly dark. You see sconces built into the walls to hold torches and things of the like, but there's nothing in them. There isn't even the torches that should otherwise be lit. And it's oddly quiet. Every small sound that you all make, the sound of Rurik's chainmail armor clinking off of itself, the sound of Yanaris' staff hitting the ground, the sound of everybody's breathing, it echoes in this quiet room, reverberating across the walls and filling your ears louder than anything you've ever heard before.
This is Boss Fight Arena if I've ever seen Boss Fight Arena. Just saying. We're about to fight like some fucked up monster or some shit. Bruh.
Yanaris spends a moment looking around before quietly going, "We're here. We just have to reach the Magi, and this can be finally done and over with." Despite the fact that he's practically whispering in this room, the sound drowns out everything else in this room, echoing repeatedly across the walls and filling you all with a sense of dread at the coming moments. Slowly, Yanaris begins to walk towards the sound of the arcane chanting, stepping quietly and obviously intending for you all to follow him. Is it safe to assume you do?
Yes. The song that's playing right now on Spotify, it's called Abandoned Cathedral, and it's so fitting.
I can't tell if the look on Chris's face is because he's trying to come to terms with y'all playing tic-tac-toe on his forehead, or or like visceral fear at what's about to happen.
It's not fear. It's this feeling of, oh god, I know what's about to happen.
So
It's
it's
this
both.
it's this feeling of fuck. I recognize this all too well. Fuck. I know a boss fight area when I see a boss fight area. This is a boss fight area if I've ever fucking seen one.
So you all follow Yunaris. That looks. Don't fucking lick your damn lips at me like that.
I licked my teeth, motherfucker. Get it right.
What the fuck is going on here?
But each room that you pass through along the way is just as empty, just as quiet. And you all come across a door. The door is 12 feet tall and 6 feet across, made of solid wood. And on the other side, that sound of arcane chanting is only louder. Now it is the only sound you can hear, reverberating through the door and across the walls and the roof and the floor, filling your heads. Who would like to try and open the door? Should Yunaris do it, or do one of y'all?
Let Norris, in my opinion, but I'm going to say this. Frank Corrigan is approximately 12 foot tall. Just saying. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Goddamn knee.
Just saying, man. Just saying. That's a 12 foot tall door, brother. We about to fight Frank Corrigan.
Frank Cormagot.
Oh my god.
Yunaris reaches out and pushes open the door. Despite his thin frame as a wizard, the door opens at his touch like it weighs nothing. What are you freaking out about over there?
He's dead.
There was about to eat.
That was straight up. We were waiting for you. Come right on in, honey. We're dead.
Well, no, it's more of as you watch it, it feels more like this door must have been enchanted to be almost weightless.
Could Rurik infer that he enchanted it or that they enchanted it?
More like that. More like it's how the door was built.
Okay. That's
it was
still
made
weird.
To be weightless.
That is still so weird. That still don't feel right.
And the door opens into the first room that you all have seen since entering this castle that has light. Along one wall, the room is open to the air. From the window, you can see the city. You look out and you see the purple sphere, or no, the pink sphere, and the purple smoke writhing beneath it. Through the smoke, you can faintly see the tops of buildings and streets and towers, but you can't quite see it right. You can't tell if it's the smoke distorting your vision or if the very city itself is changing as you look at it, but everything inside of the smoke seems to be shifting and swirling. You turn your attention back to the rest of the room. This room is large. its decorations making it look almost like a cathedral, but not in the way it is built for a god. This seems to be a building design or a room designed to worship magic itself. All across the walls, engraved in gold and black, is arcane sigils. A few that Elizabeth might recognize from having glanced at books of magic and the books that she took from the house, on the scroll that she also took, and from having more than likely watched Yanaris draw up the teleportation circle.
Definitely.
In the center of the room is a group of 5 people. All of them are humans wearing the gold, white, and black robes that you had seen on the Magi back in the city before it was overtaken by the smoke. The ones that had been going every so often to try and figure out how to contain it. These are evidently Magi. Even more so obvious by the lines of arcane energy spiraling from their face, emerging from within their mouth and through their eyes, flowing from them and out the window in front of you to create the arcane bubble surrounding the city. Despite the magic emerging from their faces, their mouths still move, chanting the words of the spell that they've been concentrating on for who knows how long at this point. None of them react to your entrance. They all sit cross-legged on the ground, chanting the arcane words. What would you all like to do?
When you say none of them react, do you mean as in a way of they know we're here, they just don't react, or in a way of they don't seem to notice because they're too focused on the spell?
You can't tell.
Jesus fucking Christ, we're fucked. We're cooked. We're cooked, bruh.
I'm surprised they don't have Eldritch Squid faces.
I'm not. We seen them earlier on. We seen them in like session, what, 3?
Something like that. You've met Protector at Magi before.
Remember, they kind of gave Sinclair the stink eye.
So what exactly is our goal here? To take down the bubble?
Yes. The plan that y'all had been working was to get rid of the bubble and regain entry within to the city to try and find Circana and anybody else that may have survived. And Yanaris specifically believes that the only way to do that is to disrupt the Magi that are casting the spell. So, we're, to make this easier, RP initiative, Sinclair. What do you want to try and do when confronted with this image?
He's just gonna slowly pull out. He's just gonna pull out his beastal axe and clenches his fist, mind filled with like fucking rage.
Okay. So,
But not doing anything yet.
Chris,
He's
stop. You're making me fucking laugh. Stop.
Don't look
I
at
fucking
me.
see you.
Don't look at me.
I can't. You take up a quarter of my screen.
Close this door.
doing?
You sound
He's
so-
giggling because the way you said pull out.
Oh, you!
I pull out my beast axe and then I grip it tightly and I let out all my anger. It's just
Shut the fuck up.
just doesn't sound good.
Shut the fuck up.
I was trying not to
I
say
said
anything. I know what you said. I know what you said, but it was literally like back and forth. It was like I pull out my beast axe, and then I grip it. Just like that, just back and forth.
Fuck me, dude.
No, I will not.
You son of a bitch.
He grasps his great axe,
Shut up!
desperately beating the rage out of it.
His hands find the familiar hold, the shaft.
Oh my god.
The wooden shaft full of girth reminds him of his time back at the shop.
Both of you, shut the
Crank
fuck
his
up.
hog.
He cranked his hog before every sale.
Respectfully.
I'm gonna fucking whack one of you with my axe. I swear to God.
Let it be me. I want to be hit with the girth. Hey yo!
Where's my dice?
Hey yo!
Oh fuck! It's a natural one.
Yeah!
All right, Rurik.
All jokes
what?
the fucking side. Can we actually be serious? about
Yes.
it?
We're trying to. You just interrupted the DM.
Sorry.
You interrupted it.
Rurik, what do you do?
All right. Here's the thing. In order for me to decide, I just saw what you sent. Stop that. I'm trying to pull up my 5e. In order for me to decide exactly what I want to do in this exact moment, I would like to kind of roll perception on the room, just to get a general feel of the room. Kind of like see if I see anything out the ordinary, any purple eyes maybe, or, just anything in general.
All right.
I don't like how quick you said okay. I'm going to roll like a nat 20. What is that? Is that an 18 or 13? Investigation. Okay, so that's going to be 19.
Perception.
Oh, perception. Where's my perception? Oh, I got a +4 to perception. That's over 20. That should be okay.
You look at this room. You spend a moment looking it over while seemingly nothing is, presently a threat. And this room, it was obviously made with the intention of a place where powerful spells would be cast. This entire room is covered in so many arcane sigils that you can't even begin to understand. There is so much happening in this room. Between the sigils on the walls to the magi in the center, their faces completely covered in magic, that it would be almost impossible to discern if there is anything out of the ordinary, because everything here is so far out of the ordinary for you anyway.
Alright, let me look at my spells, because I'm thinking about... Spiritual Weapon isn't a concentration, that's a cast.
It is not.
But if I cast Spiritual Weapon, does it automatically go, I'm beating that motherfucker's ass?
No, you decide what it does.
Okay. I'm probably going to cast a Spiritual Weapon, kind of... Fuck, but if I do that, it only has a 5-foot moving radius. How far away are we from everybody?
The magi are in the middle of the room. They're about 15 feet away from you.
Fuck. If I cast that in there, they might go Metal Gear Solid style. I don't really want to give away our position. I cast Eldritch Blast. No,
Yes, Rurik secretly took a level in Warlock.
I was waiting for Leon to go, wait, really?
This campaign ain't big enough for the two of us.
This campaign ain't big
Imposter
enough for the
warlock.
two of us.
You imposter warlock.
I don't... You see, I could take a gamble. You know what? I know exactly what's going to happen. Rurik is going to look around the room. And as he looks, he kind of squeezes the medallion a little bit. And starts to breathe. And you hear as his breathing rapidly increases as he's looking around in this room full of what he knows as the people he hates the most. As he lets out a long sigh, fuck this. And he pulls out his warhammer. and he begins to walk forward. And as he walks forward, right in front of him, he casts Spiritual Weapon. For Rurik, it is go time.
Ooh.
He went from
What does
panicking to
this
going
do?
straight in.
So our goal is to kill those people.
Pretty much.
I
they're-
kill
yeah,
those
like-
people.
They're in like a circle.
They're in a room.
They're more like in 2 rows. 3 in the front, 2 in the back.
There's only like 3 rows
five.
in the front, or you mean like
There's 3 magi in the front row, 2 in the back.
there's only 5 people? I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm still going to attack them though, but I don't like that.
I'm just gonna get ready and position myself in a decent spot.
Thera is going to notch an arrow, and Yanaris is going to he's going to prepare a spell. So, everybody, roll
Is it the
initiative.
2 words? Yep, it's the 2 words.
I'm not gonna lie. I was scared it was gonna be perception and not initiative.
I got a 12.
I am in such a huge belief. We haven't had an actual boss fight yet. We're about to have a boss fight. We're like 12 sessions in. This is our boss fight. You can use a different D20 this time.
Does it keep rolling off your thing, Leon?
No, I got a 7.
I got 14 for initiative. Oh, I gotta roll initiative for my hammer. Or, yeah, my hammer.
What did Elizabeth get?
I got a 12.
12.
Oh. I just rolled again by accident when I meant to put down my dice. And I got an actual 1 from it.
Hey, at least you got that out the way. I got a 14, and my spiritual weapon got a 2.
Yes.
Time to roll. Here, Thera got a natural 20 on her initiative roll.
Of course the
God
fuck she
damn.
did. Why wouldn't
Hold on,
she?
let's-
Has the range. I'll
Hold on,
switch
hold
with
on.
her. I'll switch with her.
I'm fucking... Whatever the song playing right now is making me real scared. Because it feels fitting.
Thera
Is it
rolled
just
a
me-
27 initiative.
Hold on a second.
Sam,
I
is
gotta
it-
find.
Sam, is it just me, or why do I feel like Thera's like the most powerful NPC that you've just created?
I didn't mean for her to be so goddamn strong.
She's
Genuinely.
She's just
Yeah,
a Gloom
you
Stalker
done it.
Ranger.
You've done it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
all
this
she
one.
is a Gloomstalker Ranger. I did not realize just how fucking strong Gloomstalkers are.
Why do you
until
think
I
ev-
built Thera?
What do you think everyone's like, fucking Gloomstalker? But after her first
Okay.
turn, she does a lot less damage.
Yeah. And then, Burke, you said
And-
your spiritual weapon got a 2?
She has a high initiative.
Yeah, sorry. I
because-
was drinking water. Yeah, it got a 2.
She has high initiative because Gloomstalker saw that was surprising.
Okay.
Thera is gonna kind of look at you all and just kind of nod, and she is going to take a shot at one of the closest magi. She got a natural 1.
Please tell me she don't shoot me. Currently running
I
out
mean-
into the field.
She still has
Proceed-
2 more attacks.
No. Proceeds to just
Oh yeah,
shoot
she
me
does.
in the
Well,
ass.
no, she only gets that second attack with Dread Ambusher if her attack hits.
No, you can do Dread Ambusher anyway.
No. Dread Ambusher. Hold on. I gotta find it. I gotta go through her fucking character sheet. It's such a goddamn big character sheet. What the fuck?
You just
Oh,
fat.
no, you are right. It does.
Did you
if
just
take
fat
the attack
shame?
action. Okay. Second attack, because extra attack.
Wow, you're such a big
That's a-
character sheet.
14 plus 7.
Ow!
Alright, she hits with the second one. I'm gonna roll her second attack, or third attack as well. That's a 16. No, that's an 18. So 2 of them hit. So I need to roll 3d8s. Yeah, 3d8s. It's an 8, a 6, and a 3.
Oh shit, I forgot the loop. Oh, never mind, loop's on.
Right. Alright, she dealt 22 damage to the closest mage. So you see as she knocks this arrow, or these arrows, she does the fucking like Robin Hood thing where she takes 3 arrows and notches them all at once. And, fires them sequentially. One of them misses, bounces off of one of the walls and flies out of the open window over the city. But the second and the third arrow connect with the mage, one hitting it like right up in the chest, the other in the side. And almost instantaneously, the pink energy coming from his mouth and eyes disappears as he falls over, jabbering away, and still in that arcane language. But he looks at all of you, and like recognition, not so much in like knowing who you are, but in a these are people who want to stop this. So one is hit. That brings it to Rurik's turn. So you have the one that was already hit,
Wow.
or the 4 others.
If I walk over to the 4 others, which one would let me be able to attack 2 of them?
They're each positioned about 5 feet apart.
So I'd be able just to walk over and attack 2 of them.
Yeah, you could just attack one then the other.
Okay, well I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to walk over to 2 that are not damaged whatsoever. Let me, because I can do either the War Priest or the what's the other one I got? I don't remember. Fighting
You
style?
should have an extra attack as a... Aren't you a level 5 cleric?
I am. Oh, I do have an extra attack now. Right?
You should, I think.
I think. Yeah,
Fact
you
check.
should.
Fact check that for me so I don't fuck up and accidentally use a war priest.
Alexa, fact check me.
Currently looking at it.
Alexa, prove me wrong.
Okay, no, you do not. So if you want to attack 2, you'd have to use a war priest.
All right, I thought so. All right. All right, so I'm going to take my Warhammer. I'm going to reel it back, and I'm just going to roar and slam it down on one of their heads. I rolled a hit. Okay.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
They're technically incapacitated.
I'll roll for advantage. That just made it worse. The first roll I got was a fucking 10. I rolled a 15. Do you understand what that means, Sam? My Warhammer, I shit you not, has a +8 to hit. Are you sure that you...
Bitch.
I would have hit this motherfucker with the 10, and you let me re-roll that shit again? Swamp! That's going to be a D12 plus 5 damage. Jesus Christ. Roll to 9! 9 plus 5, bitch! 19. That's 14 damage, motherfucker, on that first one. Swing, bada, bada, boom. So after I hit that guy, I'm going to use my War Priest. Which, as everyone here knows by now, that gives me an extra attack bonus for my bonus action. I'm going to turn around and hit the second guy. Swing, bada, 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 bada. I rolled a 10. Is it an advantage on this one, too?
Yeah.
Please roll an at 20.
Pretty much, if any of you are rolling to attack any of the ones that are still actively concentrating on the spell, you will have advantage.
My
And
second
for
roll...
specifically this round, you will still have advantage for the ones that are not concentrating, because this is technically a surprise round.
My first roll was a 10. My second roll was a 5. So I hit again. Except for I don't do double damage. Aww. So I'm going to roll my d12. Yoink. Oh my god, no fucking way. I did another 9, which means I did another 14. So I did 14 damage to two separate magi. Just in fucking boom, boom. Like I flung that hammer around like it was a fucking toy. Just boom, boom. You know how Loki got flung around by the Hulk and he went from like right to left? That's what I did with this warhammer.
Alright. You see the two of them both also break out of that spell looking confused. That brings it to Lisbeth. You have 2 more that are still concentrating on the spell and 3 that aren't.
I'm gonna firebolt one of the ones that are no longer concentrating.
Alright, roll to hit with advantage because this is technically a surprise round.
For the entirety of the group, are you going to roll them as a collective, like how you did with the enemies, or
18.
Kind of.
all right?
Alright, that hits.
So that is 2d. Let me quickly check. 2d10. 12 damage.
Alright. You whack this motherfucker with a firebolt, and he looks fucked up. That is going to bring it to Yanaris, who is going to cast Fireball.
What the fuck?
And try and hit a few of them. So he's going to try and get the last 2 that aren't, or that are concentrating, and one of them is.
If I get hit by fireball, I'm gonna be so pissed.
So the 2 that aren't, or that are concentrating on the spell, are going to automatically fail. And the one that isn't is going to make a dex save. That is a 2 on the dice. He fails. So he's going to take, 8d8 for Fireball?
Let me check.
Humming, what?
Fireball is... It's just a normal one?
Am I not in the blast zone? Because God, I hope I'm not.
Yeah, 86 for
86.
normal.
1, 2. You know what? I'm just going to use it.
Thank God for all the
Change,
D6s I gave you, huh? Too bad you're not going to use them. Oh boy, this is great. I'm glad we're all going to die together, fellas.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright. They'll take 22 fire damage.
God damn.
That outright kills one of them. That is going to bring around to Sinclair. You have one of them is dead. The other 4 look all pretty fucked up.
Oh, which one is closest to me?
I'd say either the one that Thera shot at the beginning or one of the 2 that Rurik whacked.
Leon sounds like a man ready to rip somebody's throat out right now.
I want to fucking slam my beastal axe into one of the motherfuckers who are doing the spell. So goddamn bad. I got a 15, and the purple is the additional plus, right? Above the weapon.
Your to hit should be your strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Is the
because you're level
purple.
6, your proficiency bonus should be +3, I think.
Remember, it's the purple number.
Yeah, this is my strength number modifier is 3, but above the 1d12 for the damage, it's a +6.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because 3
So what
plus
did, what
3.
did you roll?
So 15 plus 6.
And that
So
hits.
21.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
All right. I'm gonna slam. I'm gonna slam this fucking axe down his in the middle of his head and down fucking spine. All right. D12.
Roll your damage.
All right. D12. Does a 9 plus 3 hit by chance?
Well, that's not a to hit, but that kills him. You have enough range to hit a different another one with your second attack.
Oh,
Since you're a
yes.
level 5 barbarian.
Oh yes.
Hi, cast shit yourself.
I cast shit
Yeah,
your pants.
you just proceed to watch me just fucking
That's just called prestidigitation.
slam my beastal axe down on one of the magi, and I'm essentially guessing he just splits in 2.
Yeah, you pretty much just bisect one of them. But what'd you roll on your second attack on the other one?
I got a 2 plus 6, so
Yeah, that will not hit.
yeah.
So I'm listening to a dark fantasy playlist. You know what just came on?
wait. You got to remember the +4 too. My God has blessed you.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
D4, but even with bless, he's not gonna hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leon. My God has failed you.
So
I'm
I
against you now.
going through a dark fantasy playlist. Fucking Backrooms Level 5 Terror Hotel just came on.
Alright, Rurik, that's your spiritual weapon.
All right.
You can hit the one that Sinclair just tried to hit.
Question: since I cast it, does the +4 work on it?
No.
Oh, I rolled a hit. God damn it! I left a die in there and it bounced out of my tray. Hold on. 14.
That hits.
Yeah. What was that? A D8? Hold on. How is it that I forgot? Well, it's been a while, so that's why I forgot. A D8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is a +4, so a D8 plus 4. I maxed out on the D8 plus 4. I rolled 12, bitch. 12 kill this motherfucker!
You kill another one.
Yeah! I love Moira.
That's the end of the round, so I'm gonna roll initiative for the remaining 2 magi. First one rolled a 3 on the dice. Second one rolled in 12 on the dice. So it's gonna be Thera, Rurik, one of the magi, Lisbeth, Ionaris, Sinclair, the other magi, then the spiritual weapon. So Thera is going to make one attack each on the remaining 2 magi. That's gonna be a fucking 23 to hit on the first one, and a dirty 20 on the second.
What's that face, Chris?
That's a
Moida.
1 damage dice.
Wet
The first one,
Moida.
and a 4 on the second.
Rurik
actually-
soaked with blood. Right in his face from the arrow.
She's gonna do a hail of thorns. So they're both gonna have to do dex saves. That's a fail on the first one and a fail on the second one. So they're gonna both take an additional d10 damage. That's a 10. Alright. You watch as Thera knocks 2 more arrows, and she fires, and one of them splits off into a hail of briar thorns, and the last 2 magi die. You watch as these mages, men in black, white, and gold robes, their faces charred a little bit from the effects of the magic that they had been wielding only minutes before, fall to the ground dead. From behind you all, you hear the sound of glass shattering. Your attention is pulled to the window leading outside of the castle. At some point during this, it had begun raining, and as you look, you see the pink dome over the city crack and break and shatter into 1,100 pieces of pink arcane energy that slowly dissolves as it falls, disappearing into the purple smoke of the city. You did it. The spell is done. It is broken. The city is no longer contained, but neither is the smoke. You watch as the stone walls that surround the entire city are suddenly overwhelmed by waves of roiling purple smoke, expanding outwards at a fast pace, faster than you've ever seen it expand before. In moments, the walls are overtaken. The hills surrounding are overtaken. In the distance, you can see the Arenthal woods, and you can see the smoke trailing its way there.
Grove.
To the west, you can just barely make out the hills upon which you know Halcyonic is hidden. And you can see the smoke slowly making its way there. The city is free, but so is the smoke.
Oh, no.
You all watch this happen. You knew it was going to happen. Some part of you understood what breaking that bubble would mean. But seeing it is a whole other thing. You know that by doing this, you might be able to save someone you know, someone you care about. But you might have also doomed a lot more people. You watch, and you're enraptured by it. Despite what it does, what you know it will cause, the destruction it will wrought, it's almost beautiful. Swirling darkness, black and purple, curling into ever-twisting lines of color. And then you hear something else. You hear giggling giggling that grows into raucous laughter.
Fuck, I know who that is!
It echoes through the chamber within this castle, echoing across the walls, and eventually it reaches a volume that hurts your ears. You all tear yourselves away from the image before you, and you see Yanaris standing over the bodies of the human magi that you had just killed, and he is laughing.
I fucking knew it! God damn it!
His body convulses with the effort of the laughter. With one
From
final
now on,
cackle.
when I get a goddamn feeling that something is off, I am going to enact on that feeling. Because earlier when we met, something told me, kill him. Whenever we started talking, he was like, I heard about this before. Maybe it's demons? I paused and thought about it. And you were like, what are you thinking about? Because in my head, I was like, I need to kill this motherfucker. Because I already know. This motherfucker is working with them. God damn it.
With one final violent cackle, Yanaris' head throws back, and you hear a crunch as the bones in his neck snap under the effort. His head going back until his head touches the top of his spine along his back. From the arch that his neck creates, barnacles form, breaking through the skin, causing purple ichor to leak from the wounds. And then one of the barnacles shifts, and between it emerges a hand, tearing through, and then another, and then forearms, before suddenly Yanaris' form is split apart at the throat. Purple ichor splays everywhere, marring the arcane sigils dotted across the room and soaking the robes of the magi. Before you stands a familiar form, though changed. The drow you all know stands anew. The armor she wears has grown, the spikes elongating, sharpening. Her face is elongated, almost taking on a more snout-like appearance. The nails on her hands have turned to claws, and from her back are two vestigial bone-like wings. She turns and she looks at you all, and she goes, "We did it. We did exactly what we set out to do. And I couldn't have done it without your help." Oh, you all are so precious. Oh, what I wouldn't do without you here at my side. These magi, they thought they could contain it. And they did, for a while. But I knew I could count on you.
Rurik lets out a growl as he begins to walk slowly towards the drow, staring her down, not phased, not anything in his mind, and he just walks towards the drow.
Sinclair fucking... His eyes just fucking reek with rage. He points his beastal axe at the drow and says, I, one day, am going to fucking kill you. Even if it's the last fucking thing I ever do. As he just begins to shake with just pure rage, forgetting his own scent.
I think Elizabeth's also approaching with work, like hands twitching, just ready. Slowly.
She looks at Sinclair and leans down slightly at an angle that should be impossible for her. And she goes, Are you sure about that? Let's test that theory, shall we?
As she says that, I cast level 3 lightning bolt. Or is it lightning bolt? Is it guiding bolt? Let me double check.
Guiding bolt is like...
So here's how this is going to work. We are going to keep initiative. V is going to take Yanaris's initiative, so she will be going after Elizabeth. It is currently Rurik's turn because Thera acted last. So go ahead and roll up your guiding bolt.
Oops, I didn't mean to... Oh, well, hold on. I rolled a hit.
I can't tell if that was happiness or
Sorry about that.
not.
It sounded like happiness.
I'm sorry about that. I rolled a nat 20. I threw my die. I don't know where it went.
Holy shit. Okay.
I threw my die and I've lost my die. Fuck!
You were so excited that you flew itself.
I literally flung everything.
Good job.
Let's see.
All right, go ahead and rip it from me, Sam.
Guiding bolt is
1d6 at third level.
No. Yep, 66. Roll it up. 66. Actually, no. Roll 12d6.
You don't want me to roll 66 and double it? I thought that's how that works. Or is it double rolls?
I tend to do double rolls, like
All right.
double dice.
Oh, fuck, I gotta roll 12 of these. Hold on, let me get my... I hurt my head screaming, dude. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever been that happy in my life. Does that include, at the very end, my +4 because of my spellcasting modifier?
Correct.
Alright. So, the first one's a 2. Not too good, but hey, we're going up to 12. Then a 1. Not too good, but hey, we're going up to 12. Then a 4. Then a 1. I'm now at 4 rolls. Just make 5 plus a 3. Roll number 6 is a 2. Roll number 7 is a 6. Roll number 8 is a 1. God damn, I just lost that die too. So I got 4 more rolls. 1, that's a 6. 2, that's a 6. 3, that's a 3. Last roll is a 6. Plus 4. That's 45 damage.
That is actually 90 damage.
That is 90 damage?
She's vulnerable to radiant damage.
Did you just one-shot this bitch?
God, I hope that did, because that would be so fucking awesome.
Rurik, you step forward and you coalesce this radiant energy in your hand, and you, with all of the anger that you can amass, throw it at V. It hits her square in the chest. A few of the spikes on her armor chip, and she physically is rocked back, and her head lolls back out of sight. And then she looks back down at you, and she grins and goes, "This is going to be so much better than I thought it was."
I agree! And he just charges her.
Alright. That should be the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, because I don't think I can make a bonus act. Oh, I could make a bonus action if I'm close enough to run up and hit her, right? No, because I have to do a melee attack, not a spell casting. Well, I can still do a spell bonus action. Let me see if I have a spell bonus action I can use. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. It's a level 1 spell.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, it is a bonus action.
Alright.
So that's going to give me a +2 to my AC.
Cool. Then that's going to bring it to Lisbeth. It is your turn.
How bright is the room?
It's not like blindingly bright. It's
Like, would it be considered dim light or darker?
I'd say dim light.
I have a really dumb idea.
Hmm.
Dumb idea mechanic, like, strategy-wise. Great idea roleplay wise.
Okay.
I'm going to... Is she close enough I could get to her, like, with moving?
Yes.
I am going to upcast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Forming my, like, flaming sword. Charging and stabbing at her. Let's see, remember the stats of Shadow Blade. So attack is your dex plus strength, your proficiency plus strength.
I think for Shadow Blade, it should be your spellcasting mod.
Let's see, Shadow Blade. You move together, go hands. So that's counts as simple melee. If you're proficient, it deals 2 instant on a hit with finesse, light, and thrown properties. In addition, when you use the sword to attack
So you can
the
use your
target.
dexterity.
I got it. So, because it's dim light, I get advantage.
Okay.
So that would be a 19 to hit.
Okay.
And because I upcast it, it does 3d8 damage.
Okay, roll.
Does it also... One, two, three. Roll. That is 17 damage.
Alright.
And I'm ending my turn there.
Alright. You stab this blade into V. And you see the fire lick her body. And she chuckles. And is going to go, "Let's reset the field." And she's going to clap her hands together and cast Thunderwave.
Counterspell.
Cast. Huh. Okay, well, hold on. Because she's not casting Thunderwave at its base level. She is casting it at a 4th level.
4th level.
So, because of how Counterspell works,
That'd be I need to hit a 14 or higher.
correct.
Does she get the +4 from my god? Or is that only with attacks?
It is not a attack or a saving throw, so she does not get the. She doesn't get the, and it's not a +4. It is a D4.
I'm sorry, yeah, D4. You know what I meant though.
Yes, I know what you meant.
Come on, dice, bless me. That is a 19.
All right, you successfully counterspell the Thunder Wave, and this actually seems to annoy her. Her face twists into a look of annoyance. And she goes, "You don't know anything about how this is supposed to work. You are trying to deny destiny. We can't be having that." As a bonus action, she's going to cast Hex on you. So whenever she deals damage to you, she gets to do extra damage. But that is going to be her turn. And that is going to bring it to Sinclair.
Oh, finally.
Leon, this is your time not to roll low. This is your time to hit her.
Shut up.
Oh, I am throwing my Beasto Axe.
No,
You run up to it.
no,
Run
you
up
can
to it,
run up.
just
You
stab
can
her.
run up. Don't
Cut at
throw. That would fuck you over.
Yeah.
All right, calm
Before
down.
you do that, do you want a bonus action rage?
Oh, please do. Oh, yes.
Okay. So you'll be able to add a bonus to your damage rolls, and you'll have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
All right, I'm gonna do the fucking mouth one, and I'm gonna just charge full on, and I'm gonna want to decapitate this motherfucker. I rolled a 14 plus 6. Okay.
That hits.
A 7 plus 3 with the inclusion of the plus 4, since I am also attacking.
Right. And she has to do a saving throw against getting the bleed effect. And she passes.
That's fine.
Alright, so how much damage did she take there?
7 plus 3 plus 4.
Alright, so
And mind you, I'm wanting to just swing my fucking axe against her neck to hopefully decapitate.
decapitate. She is not
Yes.
dead. Do you want to take your second attack?
Oh, yes. Yes. And this time, it's the beast axe again. Okay. A 12 plus 6.
18.
That will not hit. But
Fuck.
you have bless, so you can roll an additional d4.
Okay. Where's my d4? I got a 4 because I ran it up right on a 4.
You got a 4.
Yes.
Alright. Then that will hit.
By the way, I screamed so hard I gave myself a headache. So Abby is getting me some medication to help me with my headache. I didn't mean to actually scream that hard. I screamed so loud that I scared the fuck out of Abigail. she was scrolling through TikTok and damn near had a heart attack. She started staring at me, and I kept just saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I just hit the bitch.
So, V failed her save against the bleed effect.
I thought you
She's
said
going
she
to burn
passed.
legendary resistant. Every time you attack with it.
You didn't
So she
use
passed
the
the first
legendary
attack.
resistant. Oh wait, never mind. That's not how that works.
No,
I
wait,
forgot.
wait, hold on. I thought I
That's
heard.
saving
I thought I
throws.
heard you say that she passed the saving throw though.
The first attack, not the second.
Oh, okay.
Wait, she
All right.
only.
However,
Oh, she used. Oh, fuck me.
she's going to use a legendary resistance and instead pass the save.
Hey, Sam, you took a note out of my book.
What legendary resistance is?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
Crystal
you
Ball.
didn't.
So wait, just wait one moment. All right, Sinclair, how much damage do you do to her with this attack?
For which one?
The second attack?
That did not hit though.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. He said it.
The
Or she said
legendary-
it hit.
The legendary resistance was to save against the bleed effect, not the attack.
So you
Okay.
roll damage. How much damage it do? How much damage it dooby 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 doo?
Fairy.
Is this for the Eldritch Blast? Or
Was the Eldritch
What
Blast
happened-
your second
You were
attack
swinging
or
with your
attack?
axe.
yeah, it was the axe.
Yeah, so roll for the axe damage.
Then roll damage for the axe.
Okay, calm the fuck down. Goddamn. You're acting like I just murdered someone.
You did. You've murdered
Hopefully.
one person.
My brain cells.
And my brain cells too. Yeah. You murdered a poor magi. Don't you remember?
Yes, I did. 4 plus 3 plus an additional 4.
Alright. Before we move on to the spiritual weapon, V is going to take a legendary action.
Dear.
Sinclair, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I should have known. I should have known that was aimed at me.
Your wisdom's low, but your rolls are high. Come on, man. Come on. Remember, you can roll a d4. This is a saving throw.
I got an 8 for the d20.
Oh, that d4 is not going to help you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to.
I
Leon
guarantee if I
falls
rolled
over
a-
dead.
No. No, I think at this point, I don't think a natural 20 would have saved my ass anyway. Since it's legendary, so I don't think that would have helped.
Well, no, a legendary action is pretty much just, it's like she gets an extra reaction that. So
Okay.
legendary actions, if a creature has them, they have a certain number of legendary action points that they can use in a round. Every legendary action they have costs a different amount. They're effectively just reactions. They are things she can do on another character's turn.
Oh, okay.
Sinclair, you feel your arm, the one infected by the smoke, and you feel
It's gonna
this
explode.
burning sensation in your arm, and you feel it travel up your arm into your chest, and then you feel it go up the back of your spine and into your head, and all of a sudden the world goes black. You don't know where you are. You don't know what's around you. You can't see. You can barely hear. You are trapped within your own mind. Elizabeth, Rurik, and Thera, as you watch, you see Sinclair lock up, still gripping his axe with one hand, and you see him shaking. His eyes are closed, but he lowers the axe from his side, and he turns to face you both. Sinclair, on your next turn, you are going to make an attack roll on either Lisbeth, on Rurik, or Thera. At the end of your turn, you will be able to re-roll the saving throw. Otherwise, that effect will continue into the next round as well.
Thera? She's far away.
Yeah, and he has a movement speed high enough to reach
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, and the worst part is that... Hold on, let me find it. I also gained fast move, though I have an additional... If I weren't wearing heavy armor, which I'm not. So I have 40 speed.
That's going to bring it around to the spiritual weapon.
That's a problem.
I don't think it's close enough to any of us, is it? It's got a movement speed of 5.
No, but on if you spend this turn and next turn moving it, it will be able to reach you.
It starts wobbling over slowly.
Alright, that will bring it around to Thera. Thera is visibly shaken. She's moved into the room a little bit. And she is going to take 2 attacks on her. First one is going to miss. Second one is going to hit. But not do a lot of damage. She does 8 damage to her. As a bonus action, she is going to cast Hunter's Mark on V.
Should
So
have
she
it
deals extra
beforehand.
damage. Probably, yeah, but I didn't think about it. That's going to bring it around to, I believe, Rurik.
Rurik.
Yeah, that brings it to Rurik. So you've got V in front of you. She's obviously damaged, but she's still grinning, and you see Sinclair staring you down. What do you want to do?
Let my friend go! And he'll swing his warhammer as hard as he can, and he'll hit V. I roll my... That's a D12, not a D20. 13 plus 8 should do the trick to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, so I am gonna let you know I am gonna use another one of my war priests. Just let me go through this one first.
Okay.
Does 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage for the first swing.
Okay.
Swing on number 2. What? 16 plus 8 should do the trick. I'm a road damage again. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 13 damage that time. Right? 5, 8, what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, sorry. So I just, bam! Bam! Pure fucking pissed off rage. I'm ready to rip this bitch in half. Let go of Sinclair.
That's going to bring it to Lisbeth.
I just asked the question in general to try and get an understanding.
What the fuck, bro?
You were the easiest.
Yes.
Why are we using my forehead as a battle map?
Wait.
But yeah, that's pretty accurate.
It would make sense in that case for Leon to swing at me since I'm closer to Leon than Lisbeth is. Sorry,
I'm gonna roll
Sinclair.
randomly.
Oh, okay.
2 sorcery points. A quicken spell. I'm going to cast Burning Hand. Upcast Burning Hands level 2. So specifically on her, because of the way we are. So she has to make a dexterity saving throw. With a DC
That's fire.
15.
She's a drow. I think she might be half demon. I think she has resistance to fire. I don't know. This is just a theory.
Fire, you remember?
I know. It's just a theory. A game theory.
So she has to be a 15.
She just beat it.
Ah. Well, then, as my actual action, I'm going to attack with my Shadow Blade again.
Well, how much damage does she take?
Oh, wait, is it,
It's half damage on a successful save.
so that is 4d6. Four damage.
Is that already halved?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, as my action, I'm attacking with my Shadow Blade. So I have advantage because it's dim light. That 14 plus 7 hits, I assume.
Yes.
So that is 3d8. Nine damage. And that's my
Alright.
turn for now.
She is going to, she's going to take another legendary action, and she is going to Dimension Door.
And I
going
can't counterspell this one, can I?
No, you can, actually. But you will have to do another roll. Dimension Door is a 4th level spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my last 3rd level. That fell off the table. That was a 19. It passes.
Yeah, okay.
I am angry.
So she doesn't go anywhere. But that is gonna bring it around to her turn. V is going to, like, properly annoyed about this. She is going to fully reach out and backhand Elizabeth in the fucking face. She's gonna roll a hit. That's a 23.
That hits through my new armor still.
You're going to take 12 damage. And I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Oh, that's a 19.
She's going to do something.
Oh no.
She is, technically, a 12th level divination wizard.
Huh?
She's going to use one of her portent rolls to turn that into a 6.
Oh shit.
Lisbeth is thrown 15 feet away. She skids to the ground almost at the edge of the open window leading out over the city. V looks properly annoyed at this point. Not angry, but annoyed. And she goes, "You all can't make this easy for yourselves, can you? Do you not see what is going on? Do you not comprehend what is happening here?"
You coward! I see what's happening, and it's you failing!
visibly chuckles and goes, falling.
Wait a second, I took damage. I have to make a concentration save now. Right?
Yep.
This is a yeah, that's
Yes.
how do I do concentration? It's a con save?
It's half of the damage or 10.
No, how do I do a concentration saving throw?
I believe a concentration saving throw is just a flat roll. Although it might be using your spellcasting modifier.
5e. Like a constitution save.
Bruh,
Even
I'm not
though-
even going to lie.
Constitution.
I'm so heated right now. I ain't even.
Trust me, bro. I've been
Same.
watching your face for the last like 10 minutes, and I've just been watching you just go.
I'm
that's a dirty
I'm
24.
going to kill this bitch. First of all, she took over the only human I like in this goddamn world, and then she bitch slapped my daughter. No,
Dirty
no.
24, so I pass.
All right, yeah, you pass. But she goes, falling. That is going to be the end of her turn. And that is going to be bringing it to
Sinclair.
Sinclair's turn.
No,
So what I'm going to do,
no,
Is I'm
isn't
going
it?
to roll.
No, it's Sinclair then magic. Yeah.
then the spiritual weapon. I am going to roll a d6. 1 or 2 is going to be Rurik. 3 or 4 is going to be Lisbeth. 5 or 6 is going to be Thera. Now, if I get Lisbeth or Thera, Rurik, you can take an attack of opportunity. I will say that.
There's no chance to attack. V.
V? No.
Oh, this is like a dominate.
What
person.
this is V has effectively taken control of
Right.
Sinclair's body. So that's a 1. All right. Sinclair, roll 2 attacks against Rurik for me.
Oh, the real question is this: which weapon, though?
You're
Because I don't
gonna-
know if I don't have control.
You were already holding your axe, so your axe.
Oh, I have to roll. Wait, I don't have to roll d20. I would have to roll d. Where's my?
You're not rolling
Okay.
damage. You're rolling to hit. Just to make sure.
Okay. It spun on a 4, but it said nope. It switched to an 11.
All right, that's an 11 plus what?
3, 11 plus 3.
6.
Oh, plus 6, 11. Nope, don't hit.
All right, roll your second attack.
Hey! Fucking Shield of Faith is, or whatever the fuck it's called, is nice.
5 plus 6. That's gonna miss.
Double miss, baby. If it wasn't for that Shield of Faith or whatever the fuck it's called, bruh, that would have hurt.
All right, roll your save to try and break free from this. It's a Wisdom saving throw,
You got it.
and you can roll. You can add your bless, the d4.
I got a 12.
Plus your D4. You not plus 4. Plus your D4.
It went up right on a 4.
So 16.
That passes.
Yeah. I say, nah, bitch, give me a. You ain't taking control of me.
Some part of your mind was aware of what was happening on the outside.
It was Rurik's
and
scream.
As you feel your body moving to swing, you just manage to be able to sort of jerk your body out of the way, causing the attacks to hit. And as your axe hits the ground beside Rurik, you feel a new burning in your chest, but a different one. Not the same one you felt when the magic took over you, but one of your own making. And your mind clears, and you're back in the room, and you have control of your body once again. All right. That is going to bring it to the spiritual weapon. It
You already
it'll
know.
be able to reach and attack this turn.
All right, it reaches. Oh, it wobbles its ass over, cartoon style. Yeah, whomp. You know what I'm saying. Come on, Merkin, be with me. 19.
That hits.
That voice. 19.
I got excited. Fuck off. Oh, fuck. This is a D8 plus 4, so it's not going to do a lot. 6 damage. That's it, but that's good. That's good. At least it hit.
It whacks her for a little bit.
I have to assume that a cartoon, like a cartoony style bonk, would really infuriate this drow.
Brother.
That's going to bring it around to Thera. Thera is going to take 2 shots on her. I don't remember if Hunter's Mark gives an advantage or not. Give me one moment.
I think it does, but I've only heard of Hunter's Mark once.
No, it deals an extra d6 of damage.
Oh, okay. It just does damage.
First attack is going to hit. Second attack is going to hit. So that's going to be 2d8 and 2d6. 3, 4, that's 7, 9, 10, plus 5, that's 15 damage. All right. Thera is going to take her last legendary action for this turn. And she is going to cast Thorn Whip on, like a recolored Thorn Whip on Thera.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you meant, okay. You said Thera twice, and it really fucked me up. Were you saying the drow was casting that as a legendary? Because I thought you were saying somehow
Yes.
Thera had a legendary, and it confused the shit out of me.
You know, I meant
Okay, you really hit me with some tenant bullshit right there, and I did not like that.
Damn, they're becoming
Just gonna
more powerful by the day.
that hits. She takes a d6. She only takes 4 damage, but she gets pulled 10 feet closer. Alright. That's gonna bring her around to Rurik.
Why must you keep trying? And I swing again. Okay.
Alright.
This one... No, it's not going to miss. 15 plus 8 hits. What the fuck do I mean this one might miss? I was like, this one might miss. Fuck. And then I looked at it again. I'm like, wait, I'm a fucking idiot. I can't do math. That's going to do 10 points of damage for that one. I, again, as you know, because I'm probably going to use up all my fucking War Priest on this bitch, I am going to use another War Priest. I rolled a hit. 13 plus 8, that does 21. Does 21 hits, I think.
Yes.
Rolled damage again. 12 plus 5 is 17 damage.
Alright.
Can I spit in this drow's face? Just all right there.
Alright, that brings it to Elizabeth. You were knocked away and knocked prone, so you have to use half of your movement to get up and then go. So you would have just enough to reach her. Hello?
Yeah, I'm reading something. get up and going. I'm going to, as a bonus action, turn one of my first level spell slots into some more sorcery points.
Okay.
And then as my main action, I'm going to attack again with my blade. That was a 17 plus 7, so
That is.
24. Yeah. So that is 3d8. That is 12 damage.
All right. You stab into V. The fire once again licking across her form. And she finally makes an expression that isn't annoyance or joy, but a face of pain. She looks at you and looks down at the blade that you have lodged in her. And she goes, "Enough of this. This is all meaningless." Her voice has taken on a new growl to it, as though she is becoming imbued with something. "You all are too stubborn for this. You don't understand. So, I'm going to fix that." With a smooth and fast motion, she reaches down and grabs Lisbeth's wrist, the one holding the blade, and pulls it out.
I pulls my...
the blade out of her chest.
Oh. I was like, pulls my wrist out like losing a hand?
No. She throws you away. The blade tearing out of her flesh. And she goes, "There's only one way for you to really understand what is to come. To understand the change the world must see. And I am the only one that can show you." She is going to bring up her arm and smash her hand into the ground. You all watch as the floor under your very feet begins to crack and crumble. The room splits apart, creating a line between V and where you all stand. And the room that you stand in begins to shift. Rocks tumbling to the side as the floor under you begins to lean down. And you'll feel your footing begin to slip. The ground under you moves, taking you closer and closer to the open window overlooking the now open city. And she goes, "Everything needs to be redone. Stagnancy is the end of all things. Nothing remains the same." And with that, the room collapses, and you all are suddenly in a free fall, falling from high up in the castle down into the swirling mass of purple that was once the city.
I just had a realization.
And that is where we will end our session.
Fuck.